She will be attending St. Edward's University and also be playing volleyball. Next, we have Levy McDonald. Levy will also be attending Baylor University and will be competing in acrobatic gymnastics. At this time, I'd like Coach Samantha McClure to come forward and say a few words about her girls.
Before I talk about my two very special girls up here, I do want to congratulate all four athletes that are up here. Being a former female athlete, seeing all four female athletes up here, that represents very well, and I want to congratulate all of y'all on that task, because it's not easy, let me tell you. So I do want to point that out. We have Hailey and Jaden both signing, and it's, you know, I remember them both coming in as freshmen, and they were both fireballs. You never really, they were competitive from the first time they stepped onto the court. They persevered from their freshman year. They have both grown as not only athletes, but as young women. They have fought for everything that they have. We have a setter and a libero, and I can tell you, and people that have played for this program, those are not easy positions to play, especially for this program. They are leaders out on the court. They have to take a brunt of a lot of the wrath, I guess, the wrath of the coach, but they both handled it, and they're both go out there and do it with grace, and they have fought. It's been fun watching both of them kind of grow into their positions, especially this season, from where they've started to where they are right now. I'm so proud of both of you. I cannot wait to see what you do next year, because I know both of you, I can see both on the court next year. Seeing Hailey, you know, staying on her sidelines and running through the ball finally, and you know, making comments of, well, we don't dive here. Well, that's right. It took us 3 years to figure that out, but she got it. And you know, Jaden running the offense and doing the things that we always knew that she could. And because of their hard work and their leadership, you know, they're a big part of why this team is going to be playing in the state tournament this weekend. So. Ladies, congratulations from the bottom of my heart. I'm so proud of y'all, and I can't say, you know, enough good things about what y'all have done.
Thank you, Coach. Well said. Next, we have Coach Johnny Villanueva. Just say a few words about Paige.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all four of you young ladies on your accomplishment. It's an awesome accomplishment, and wish you all the best. PK, your character and your leadership is what makes days like this possible. The fact that you put others first and what makes you true is what makes you a true leader. Going through the recruiting process is never easy. It's always hard, it's always difficult, and I'm sure all four of you all know that. One thing coaches remind you of is you never know who's watching. And then they're absolutely right. You know, PK, thank you for being a great role model to my two daughters and to teammates here at Antonian. I am truly humbled to be a small part of your journey and wish you the best of luck at the next level. Thanks, PK.
Beautiful, Coach. Great job. Next, I'd like to invite Touchstone McDonald to come up front, say a few words about Levy.
talk, so here we go. Well, from the time Lee was a little girl, all she wanted to do was be a gymnast. And if any of you know what gymnasts look like, they're usually about this tall and such. And that was what she wanted to do, and she was determined to do it. So she entered gymnastics, and although she had super flat feet and couldn't point her toes if you sat on them, she still was determined to be a gymnast. And as a matter of fact, for about 5 years, as a family, we would sit in front of the TV and watch TV because all she ever wanted to do was do handstands. So we'd watch TV through her feet. As it was quite a few fights in our house over that. But so she entered gymnastics, and it just wasn't really going anywhere because here she was, she was much taller than everybody else. And suddenly one day we got contacted by one of the coaches that was at this particular gym. George is back there. She's not going to raise her hand, but she's trying to hide. George recognized that Levy had a discernible attribute, and that was that she was very strong. And she said, well, why don't you not do artistic gymnastics? Why don't you do acrobatic gymnastics? Well, if none of you have ever seen or experienced acrobatic gymnastics, it's a really incredible sport. Look it up. It's crazy. Anyway, long story longer. Sorry, Dylan. You know how I get. But so George, I think it's important to talk about the people that were part of Levy's path, because that truly made her who she is, not just as an athlete, but also as a person. George was probably the most important person and not just because you're here, that's true. Most important person on Levy's path. You taught her how to be confident. You taught her how to understand and believe that you can be strong and pretty at the same time. You taught her how to, throughout her career, competing at the level that she competed at, that takes a toll emotionally. And you were always there for her to not just remind her who she is, but also remind her to trust and have faith in God. And that was huge to us. So there came a point, and I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit, but there came a point to where George says, okay, you got to move on, kid. This is, you need to go to the next step. So she moved her to another coach at another gym, Vladi. I don't know if he made it or not, but we have a ton to thank Vladi about it as well. Vladi taught her how to be a champion and taught her how to be mentally capable to do things regardless of how much pressure. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't pick a fight with my daughter personally, and it has nothing to do with her strength. It has to do with that she has the mental ability to see it through. So that was Vladi. At that gym, she found a perfect partner in Hannah Davis. And some of you all have had the pleasure of meeting Hannah. Hannah's absolutely incredible, and those two went on to do incredible things. They traveled all over the world. They represented the USA national team. Won championships all over the place. It was you'd see Levy throwing this girl up in the air, and she'd do 2 flips with a twist and everything else, and somehow they would land on the ground. It's incredible. Levy then retired, quote unquote, retired from acrobatic gymnastics and was a little bit lost for a minute. And this one person I know is here, the great Mike Settles. Mike Settles, if you know who Mike Settles is, he's Raleigh Strode's grandfather. He took her in and said, look, we're going to have something else for you to do. And he got her started on powerlifting, and within months she was literally setting national records. It was pretty incredible. So now all of a sudden, she starts getting phone calls from colleges and what have you to do the thing that she used to do, which was acrobatics. She says, oh, wait a minute, I can go to school to do this. They can help me pay my way, so on and so forth. So now she's doing that. All of these people contributed to her path, and I appreciate all of them. However, Levy, and I can't see you through all the balloons on stage. I think we're going to have liftoff here in a minute. But you had all these people engaged in your as you would say, your journey, but ultimately you had to do it. And not only did you do it with grace and with strength, in the process, you never lost sight of your your search for your faith. And although I do think that you're challenging God sometimes with the whole he's going to forgive you thing, but I'm proud of you. I say I'm proud of you. Your mother and I are very proud of you. Your grandfather's proud of you. We're all proud of you. I won't say sick 'em, but I will say go get 'em. Thank you all.
All right, thank you. At this point, it's one of my favorite times. So you guys that have been to this before, you kind of know what this portion is going to be. We're going to invite people to come up. You decide whether you want to come up or not and say a word about one or two or all. That way you can, whether it's friends, whether it's family, just like Mr. McDonald just did. So we got about 10 minutes to do this. So if you'd like to come forward and say a few words about any of the athletes on this stage, please feel free to do so. Who wants to go first? Where's the fight? There we go. We got it.
Well, I was surprised at this moment. I didn't realize it was going to happen. Microphone? All right, is it better? All right, awesome. Music's pretty loud, so most people can usually hear me. If you know Hailey, you know that she has a dedication and tenacity to play volleyball. She's, despite my best efforts, she's actually continued to play at a level above and beyond what any one of us ever expected her to play. So she learned to walk on a volleyball court, and from CYO all the way to her time here, she's just continued to excel. Thank you for all who contributed to her professional and hopefully someday interpersonal development. She's kind of persevered through adversity, you name it. And so it's one of those proud moments where you see somebody just kind of fulfill their dreams. Congratulations.
My name is Sydney, and I just wanted to say congratulations to the both of you. Hailey, since the first time I met you in 7th grade, I knew you were going places. A little shorter than me, and I had to work down to see you, but I just knew you were going to do amazing things. You always had that fight, that drive, that dedication that's needed to take you far. JD and I met you a little later, sophomore year, sadly. Not to meet you, but I just wanted to say, from the first time I met you, you've really changed my life, and you've made such a great impact. And I know you can do that everywhere you go, and especially at the next level. I would like to both of y'all.
I'm Holly. Alright, so I kind of have something to say for all of them. Hailey's my twin, of course, and she's been through a lot, and there's been many times where she's never wanted to give up, but from us outside looking in, we're maybe it's easier if you just take a step back, you can still do it for fun, but she never gave up, and as many times as she was told that it wasn't gonna happen, she obviously made that happen. Then Paige is new. She came last year from San Antonio Christian School, and I don't know, coming in she was kind of just known as softball player, but she's so sweet and someone that is very easy to talk to and very welcoming. And I don't know her journey on softball, but I know coming to a new school as an upperclassman, she did really well. Then we have Jaden, who I've been friends with since freshman year. We played volleyball together for a little while. She just has a drive for the sport. She always wants to do good. As long as I've known her, she has been the hardest person on herself, and she holds herself accountable for everything, and that's why she was able to get where she is today. And then Levy, of course, one of the most lovely people I've ever met. As long as she's a great athlete, she works hard. Not only does she work hard in the gym, but she works hard in her faith and everything she's been through. She's been someone who's helped me get closer in faith because of just her being there and giving advice. So there are 4 amazing girls who have really affected my life this senior year, and I'm very proud of them. So.
Okay, over the course of a lot of years playing volleyball, you get to know players and families that really touch your heart. And I'm here to say that not only are these two of my favorite volleyball players of all time, they're two of my favorite kids. Both have been incredible friends to my daughter, and I'm incredibly proud of both of you. Congratulations and good luck on your next step.
Hi, okay, I'm Emma, and I'm PG. Yeah. Okay, I want to say wow, you really can't see people do the woods. I want to say congratulations to all of these beautiful girls. They've really, honestly, like, they don't even know, but they've all made, like, a big impact in my life. Hailey has always had, like, a drive to just, like, get it done. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, everyone's been kind of describing it, but, like, she's just, I don't know, it's very inspirational, because I wish I had, like, the drive Hailey had, and, like, all the persistence, and she's just, like, she knows what she wants, and she gets what she wants, and, like, I just, like, her, I don't know. Paige, you know, we barely kind of met, but she's literally the sweetest person I've ever met. Like, she is so inspiring, just being her, and whoa, okay, sorry, I was off my mic over. But, Paige, I'm so incredibly proud of you. Like, this is a huge thing, like, Baylor softball, and I know softball, like, can be hard, because I used to play softball, but not anymore. I'm retired, guys. And then Jaden, also one of the sweetest people I ever met. She always is just so kind and gives her kindness out to everyone, and I'm so proud of her. And then there's Levy! I grew up with Levy. Levy and I were like sisters. You know, we both got the 2 older brothers, same grade, everything, grew up. I'm so incredibly proud of Levy. She has been through so much, and considering her one of my best friends, honestly, like, I think this is just so right for her, and Baylor is just such a great fit for her, and I just hope the best, and I just hope that Acro just does you amazing.
Hi. So the first time I ever met Levy was at Flint O'Hara when I worked there, and I remember taking all our like measurements, and I was like, oh, you go to N10 and I go to N10 too, and we were just kind of like talking about what we do, and she said that she does gymnastics and acrobatics, and I was like, oh, cool, and I didn't really think much about it, but then throughout the past 2 years that we've gotten closer, every single time she's like talked about it, she's gotten one step closer to reaching her goal, which has always been to play in college, to compete in college, and it's just kind of like a full circle moment, and I'm so proud of everybody here.
About Paige and Lindsay, and not Paige and Lindsay, sorry, Paige and Jaden, but congratulations to all y'all. It's a big accomplishment. Anyways, so I met Paige last year, and honestly, we didn't really talk. It was kind of like awkward. She's in my theology class, and I remember the first time she came in, I was like, are you Paige? And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, you play softball. She goes, yeah. I'm like, okay, then we just like never talked after that. Anyways, so during softball season, I think we all got really close, and I really enjoyed Paige's company, and we talk a lot, and I don't know, you just really impacted my life, I can't lie. You're probably the sweetest person ever. You're so nice, and you're really hardworking, you're super dedicated, and I'm just really proud of you, because I know how hard it is, since Lindsay and I did play select softball. You definitely beat us in a step that we just did not do. I'm just really proud of you. And Jaden, I've known Jaden since I was like in oh God, like kindergarten, I think. I don't know. But Jaden, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. I really enjoyed playing JV with you freshman year. You know, what were we, like 17 and 0? I don't know, but we were good. Anyways, Jaden. Yeah, Coach Jordan also. Yep, shout out Coach Jordan. Anyways, Jaden, I hope you do really well at St. Edward's. I know you will do very well. You're so hardworking, and if you don't get what you want, you always just accomplish it, and I'm really proud of you. But yeah.
So I have something to say about Paige. As soon as I heard that she was supposed to transfer to Antonian, I said, what do you mean this girl wants to transfer to Antonian? Knowing that she came from the Sacks, but after everything was said and done, her helping us win a state championship last year, I can honestly say that she's not only a great teammate, but I'm so glad that she came to be one of my best friends.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something about Paige, and so she came last year, and I didn't really know who she was, like, at all. I was just kind of excited we were getting a new girl, and we didn't really talk a lot, but I remember, I don't know what happened, but I ran to the restroom when you were there, and we got to talking, and ever since then you've been a really good friend of mine, and just, I hope you do really good things, and I'm gonna miss you. You've made a really big impact on my life, and you're one of my best friends. So.
Okay, here's the last one. Here we go.
Hello, I'm Paige King's dad, and I'm going to say a couple words. But first of all, I want to congratulate each and every one of you up here. Just seeing Paige's journey firsthand and knowing how hard it is to get to this point. I admire and have the most respect for each and every one of you because I know the sacrifices you guys have to make. So congratulations. Real quick, I'm going to tell a very quick story about Paige. In Paige's very first select softball tournament ever, she was 8U, 10U. We were at a tournament in Seguin, and she wasn't playing much because, quite frankly, she wasn't very good. She didn't deserve to. But she was warming up for her second game of the day, and she comes running up to me and her mother and crying. And I'm thinking, what happened? She had the ball, something catastrophic. And she said, the coach just told me that he's putting me in next game to lay down a bunt. And I don't want to bunt, I want to quit. And so I didn't think Paige knew how to bunt either. In fact, I was surprised she even knew what a bunt was at that time. But her mom and I knew the right thing to do was not to let her quit, even though we probably wanted to. We knew that probably wasn't the best thing to teach her. So we forced her to go through with it. Luckily, the coach didn't end up asking her to bunt, and all that is history. But my point is, other than that, you know, Paige pushed through all the adversity that she ever had. And again, I'm sure, like each and every one of you guys, her story is not unique. But I just wanted to share that story and let you guys know that she pushed through a lot of adversity, a lot of difficult times, a lot of, you know, as an athlete, you go through ups and downs, and there's times when you don't make the team you want to, or you don't think you earned what you thought you should, and so forth. And you know, at the end of the day, I think what really separates the good athletes, the great athletes from the good athletes, is the ones that are willing to push through and persevere. As an avid sports fan, there's a saying that you know, you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. And I've always believed that. And I just want to say, Paige, thank you for reaffirming my belief in that, because you definitely pushed through and overcame a lot of adversity that, quite frankly, I probably couldn't have overcome. Thank you. Congratulations, ladies.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody who came up and had the opportunity to say something. We truly appreciate that. At this time, the official part of the ceremony is going to happen. So, ladies, you can grab a pen. okay? And so we're gonna take a few pictures here. This will go really, really fast, but once we're done with the signing portion, please feel free to take as many pictures as you want, okay? So I know that some of the classmates here, they're gonna have to go back to class, so we're trying to get them in and out as fast as we can. So we'll go ahead and start with that ceremony right now. So pins up, everybody. And the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. Sign your life away. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, at this time, we'd like to invite anybody that wants to come up and take pictures with your friend or your family member. Yeah, let's do the family members first, so we can get that done real quick, and then we'll move on from there.
Yeah, JD.
Do one more, hold on. Okay.
Safe arts. Thanks for coming. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I need to get an individual one.
Invites here, baby. I know, right? I'm actually streaming. Say hi.
Yeah, me too. Here's a picture of you.